All you need to launch a celebrated art career. A cheap studio, a happy career-making accident, and a Squarespace online store to sell the must-have gift of the holiday season.
Adler's chasing ghosts. He has some pieces of the puzzle, but doesn't know he's a piece himself. You have no idea what's coming. I will not mercy. He showed me. Kill the rest. Adler is mine.
PlayStation.
All the fans around about to get what they deserve. Listen as I run down the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. From Phase 1 to Phase 2 to Phase 3. This is not chronological, it's in order of release. We got Spider-Man, Scarlet Witch, Drax the Destroyer. If you haven't seen the films, you'll find a warning for spoilers. We going way back, almost 12 years ago. So without any further ado, here we go. In the very first spot, we got the homie Tony Stark, the only billionaire, playboy philanthropist on the block, kidnapped by terrorists. He ruined their entire plan, turned a box of scraps into a fully suited Iron Man. The guy who set him up was Obadiah Stane, took a reactor out his chest and left Tony to die in pain. But with the help of Pepper Potts and Rhodey, he would soon prevail over the carbon copy Ironmonger, send him straight to hell. Next, scientist named Bruce Banner turned into the Hulk because he was fooling with Gamma. He fled to South America, trying to find an antidote. The army tracked him down, couldn't beat the green animal. General Ross was mad, wanted Banner to fear him. He injected him with
Who wants some of this?
super soldier serum on the streets of Harlem. Immorales is the abomination, but Hulk clapped him and pretty much stomped his face in. Ivan Vanko wanted to murder Tony Stark. He built an arc reactor fitted with whips and slashed his car apart. He was arrested. Party time. Tony was loving it. Then Rhodey commandeered his suit and gave it to the government. After that, Tony met the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. Justin Hammer made a bunch of drones, but Ivan's at the wheel now. War Machine and Iron Man are fighting off the drones. Tony starts to realize he cannot save the world alone. Thor was about to be king. Yeah, he had the clout, but he was disobedient. So Odin stripped his powers out, banished to Earth. While he's trying to get his hammer back. Meanwhile, his evil brother Loki had a plan to release and let it destroy Thor and all his friends. Thor made a sacrifice.
Let's get on the cast, guys!
Hammer in hand, he wins, retreated to his home. Down by suicide, and Odin sat back. The enemy's Helen Hydra tried to bomb the shores of America. Roger stopped and crashed the bomber in the Arctic. He was frozen in the cockpit for 70 years. The Fury found him and then called him out. Told him that he wanted to save the world. He had told him about it. Loki was a day, wanted to rule the earth. The Avengers fought each other, made it worse. Loki stole the Tesseract from S.H.I.E.L.D. to open up a portal that would unleash the aliens against the faceless mortals. Roger Stark brought off Thor, Banner, and Barton fought the hordes of Loki's army. The Chitauri, it was hard, but Tony threw a missile at the mothership and closed the hole up. Poke slam Loki, puny guy, that was so nuts. Tony Stark is suffering from panic attacks and PTSD. Things are getting messy. Televised Mandarin's very threatening. Feeling himself, Tony gave the world his real address. Helicopters bombed his home and then he almost drowned to death. Archer's killing the Mandarin. What a plot twist. Kidnapped the president and took Pepper Potts as a hostage with extremists in his body. Aldrich almost won the day with Pepper superhuman. Two blew up a bullet in his face. James Foster fell in his Friday. Malekith, the dark elf, woke up and tried to reach her. Thor took her back to Asgard and tried to remove the substance. But Malekith killed his mother. Thor wanted justice. Vowing revenge, he got his brother Loki's assistance. On Earth, worlds were aligning. Things are getting intense with a little scientific equipment and hocus pocus. They opened the portal and killed Malekith with his own strength. Rogers and Romanoff were out working for S.H.I.E.L.D. on the mission to retrieve encrypted data from the field. So the furious helicarriers are now ready to fight.
Building the
discovered that S.H.I.E.L.D. was overrun by
The control point has been captured.
Trying to kill him, Rogers couldn't understand the scramble. Now we're filling helicarriers overridden, so Hydra couldn't pull the trigger. Steve refused to fight his friends when they all crashed into the river. Peter's will is up to space, plus Gamora recruiting Rocket, get arrested and alone when Draxton managed to escape. Try to sell a magic orb, but little did they know the thing that they would try to sell was an Infinity Stone. Roland stole it so he could kill every person on Xandar. The team beat him after distracting him with the dance off. Groot sacrificed himself. Yeah, that was a tragedy, but now the Rings are known as the Guardians of the Galaxy. The Avengers fighting Hydra on the battlefield and unintentionally made a murder robot battle kill. Ultron was born. He recruited the Maximoffs, but then they switched sides because Ultron was going to blast them all. Tony used the Mind Stone on Jarvis on a mission in Sokovia that battled a lot of good bodies. Ultron is destroyed, but that's when Thanos goes and grabs his gun. Scott got out of prison, times is real tough. Hank Pym tested him to see if he could steal stuff. Gave him the Ant-Man suit, shut him down to size. Hank started Hope, trained him up and taught him how to fight a guy in Yellow Jacket. He wanted to sell the secrets of the Pym particle to Hydra, but he gets defeated when Scott goes subatomic. Barely made it out the quantum realm. Hope becomes the Wasp. These bad guys would not prevail.
Mission ends in 10 seconds.
Look, he was impersonated to make it look like he was the king of Wakanda. The child that wanted to win. That's not the only problem. See, you ain't tried to make them all time before. Started a civil war. Spidey showed up to prove that he's a hero. Most of the conflict was caused by Baron Zemo. Steve stopped Tony from blowing Bucky to bits. You can say at this point the Avengers don't exist. Stephen Strange used to be the world's best surgeon until he broke his hands. That's when he started searching. The ancient one in order would train him to camouflage. In his studies, he would find out that magic can be dark. Caecilius released Dormammu from the dark dimension. With the eye of Agamotto, he's beaten into submission. With repetition, the earth is safe and everybody thanked him. Now he's the master of the New York City sanctum. Guardians always on the run from different factions. The Sovereign and the Ravagers want a piece of the action. Will finds out that he's the son of a celestial.
Point is now available for
She knows ego is unethical. What the hell is Barry look back in the Yondu? Baby Groot bombed the brain. Ego was fondue. Yondu, say Peter, sacrifice himself. Ravagers far and wide came along the big stretch. Next up is your friend Spider-Man. Every now and then he had to go fighting the higher tunes of a flight of demons of motion. Adrian Toomes. Peter was dating his daughter. that was awkward. The two started fighting on the beach at Coney Island. Peter 1 started tapping his mouth. But in the end, he knows he's not ready to be a member. Odin died. Hella's holding in an icebox. Crushed Thor's hammer, then she knocked him off the Bifrost. Stranded on Sakaar, Thor is taken by a Valkyrie and forced to fight the Hulk. That was all a casualty. The Miles friends flew inside the devil's anus and they made it back to Asgard. Hella's murders were heinous. They tried to fight but realized they couldn't manage. Only way to kill his sister was to Ragnarok the planet. The Black Panther, leader of Wakanda. The challenge had to do with all the secrets of his father. Killmonger was abandoned on his own, but he defeated T'Challa. Now he's standing on the throne. He wanted to use the vibranium strictly as a weapon. That's when T'Challa stepped in, gave him his final lesson. With Shuri and M'Baku, it's a new administration. He knows that he should share his technology with the nations. To get the stones, Thanos was on a mission. He planned to kill half of all life in existence. Heroes tried to fight, but he's an unstoppable monster. To get the Soul Stone, he killed his own daughter. When Wakanda people getting slaughtered, visions of dead Thor hits him with a breaking shit over the head. He gave his fingers a snap, half the people turned to ash. Then he portaled to a planet where he sat back and relaxed. Before the snap, Scott Lang was helping Hank by going to the quantum realm to find his wife from 30 years ago. A message suggested his wife was alive, but first Scott and Hope had to fight some bad guys. Ghost appeared, stole the shrunken lab, tried to fix her sickness, but they stole it back and got Janet out of there with the quickness. Janet gave Ghost quantum energy to stabilize, but then Thanos snapped. Scott's the only one that stayed alive. Birds was a free crash landed on the planet. Nick Fury tried to help her see the past and understand it. Turns out she's from Earth and her real name is Danvers. She was fed a bunch of lies from her pre-commander. She took out the implant that suppressed the power. Indestructible, destroyed the fleet of 3 cowards. Now she hopes the scrolls find a place without them. But if Nick Fury needs her, all he's gotta do is page her. About a month after Thanos did the snap, the last of the Avengers found him cooking in the shack. Sliced his hand off and it's too late. He destroyed the stone, so Thor chopped his head off. Everybody went home. 5 years later, Scott made it out the quantum realm. He rushed to the Avengers and told them that he could offer help. Time heist, they would all just travel to the past. Get the stones one by one, reverse the snap and put them back. Nebula got caught in a double, took her spot with the Soul Stone. Romanoff jumped off the rock. Everybody put their stones inside of the nano gauntlet. Thor wanted to snap, but Hulk told him, I got this. The snap brought him back, Nebula planted cool. She used the time machine to bring out Thanos and his crew. Thor and Tony Stark was trying hard to beat the Titan. Captain Rogers grabbed the hammer and he got a couple strikes in. Thanos knocked him down to the ground and broke the shield. Doctor Strange showed up and portals began to open. Thanos began to tremble. Steve stepped out and said, vengeance assemble. Battlefield is full. Thanos' army is no match. Tony grabbed the gauntlet, snapped Thanos off the map. Tony sacrificed his life. At his funeral, they wept. Captain Rogers got the skills and took them back where they were kept. What's next? Peter Parker, I think that he's had enough. He wanted to go on vacation and ditch all the hero stuff. Nick Fury tried to challenge his again because he needed better beats. Wayne Beck and Jet Skins turns out Wayne Beck is really just a serial. He'll murder anybody with delusions and some killer drones. Parker beat some Spider Tingle was the remedy, but then Beck told the world Spider-Man's identity.